Oh, hello everyone, it's me, Sean. Good to have you back here. So we're currently loading up in the game because I haven't actually played today. So stand aside. We're welcome, ready. We're actually gonna be summoning in a second as soon as the game loads up. But yeah, I don't know what y'all think, but I am kind of a little not annoyed, but a little what's the word I'm looking for? Concerned that my Epsilon summons are gonna go bad. Or I'm think I'm only gonna summon 30 times. Now here's the problem, right? Epsilon, as far as I know, is actually is a bad character. Not because her stats aren't good, not because she's like a like a bad character on paper, right? But the reason why she's bad is simply put as um she's she's a green character. Now, the problem with this is that double trouble banner, lovely. So yeah, we're only gonna summon 30 times, and the reason again, I would love to summon 100 times. What? Oh, lovely. But yeah, the reason we are kind of only gonna be summoning like 30 times is because we really only want a weapon. Unless we get her early, there's really no reason for us to even attempt to get her secondary cosmetic, which I probably think it looks good. But again, I think what's been happening recently is with the new. Let's see, what does it look like? I mean, it's not bad. I think her eyes look worse. I know. Trying to see if I can get a preview. It looks fine. I think I prefer this one. And Risa Kano, you did a good job. Now the problem is, I think her eyes are a little too different. I don't know what it is, but setting this aside, we're actually going to only summoning 30 times. And by 30 times, I mean like 10, 20, 30. Now, the double trouble banner, I believe this one's probably going to be better than the other one, but the problem is, like, even this one's kind of ass. Yep, we're getting our Shadow, Demonic Second Beta. I believe she's a tank. Honestly, she would have probably been the better... If she had been a yellow unit, I stand by this, she would have been the next best yellow tank in the game. Now, why they didn't do that is up to understanding, especially because again, there are very few green elves in the game as it already stands. And I think I saw some people concerned about it, and I'm like, I think y'all are right, because there is technically some elves, but even the elves that are elves are not really just elves. Yeah. Based on Therian drop numbers, an elf is not really an elf. That's actually more of a Therian drop. Oh, ain't that something? Now, Epsilon, the old Epsilon would have been kind of like a fine fitting, but again, she's probably not necessarily getting replaced by them. And the reason behind it is because, again, she is a elf, and that's kind of an issue. Yeah. So I still don't understand where we're going with this. She looks great, but actually, let's check out her kit a little bit, because I am having secondary reflex on not wanting to summon this. So she inflicts. Okay, so her ultimate is so much better on, like stupidly better on the awakening. How far is this? Normal attack, awakening skill. Okay, so it's fairly noticeable. So that's why it's in third. I think it's better that it's not cheap. That's kind of a good thing. Provoke on all enemies. Ongoing recovery, HP recovery by 20% of attack. 30 defense, 50% defense. It's kind of eh. Lowers attack of single enemy by 50%, up to 30% on normal attack. Further lowers damage normal attack. What the hell? It's a bit of a chunky one. Awakening skill 1, provoke on all enemies. It doubles defense, so that's probably noticeable. Kind of a good thing it's on the second one because it's probably going to be kind of necessary. Third one is kind of like if people would like to have it. Lowers attack of single enemy. It's kind of noticeable. I definitely think that it will, since it kind of doubles the effect, it's definitely something you're probably going to want. Special ability. Let's see what her actual main thing to her kit is going to be. So, Demonic Fifth, right? A start of wave inflicts charm on single enemy with highest attack for 5 seconds. Raises own defense by 50% for 60 seconds. Further raises speed by 15% for 60 seconds. When hit technique is activated, inflicts 400 damage if charm is inflicted on enemy. So it also gives 400% damage if the enemy has charm. Now the problem I think with this is that this doesn't actually... Oh, so it triples? That's kind of strong. Oh my god. Yeah, that's actually pretty, like, disgustingly strong. You're gonna have basically permanently triple charm. So, during this effect, skills and heal technique cannot be used and raises damage received by 10%. What the fuck? Oh, that's gonna be kind of busted. Now, the problem is, there's no team for her yet. Triple charm effect is good. I like the ailment. The fact that it basically disallows skills and hint technique to be used is strong as shit. This is actually a better stun because it also disables. Again, actually, just you know what it is. Actually, this is straight up better than stun. The reason behind it is because actually, no, it's technically worse than stun, but I don't know how long it'll last. Is the thing, right? It lasts for 5 seconds on the first one, and it lasts 10 seconds on when it's maxed out. What about ultimate wise? How long does this last? For 5 seconds? Okay, so you need this to be like maxed out for this to be like the best it can be. I think AA3 is gonna be kind of a necessity for the ultimate on certain game moves. Now the problem is since you can't really ult rush with her like really well, it's kind of gonna fall off a little bit. Let's see what she actually does. Each charm is inflicted on an enemy by itself. Raises attack of all allies by 10%. Dude, that's... Wait. So, okay, so this is actually kind of where it gets interesting. So she actually gives the entire party a 30% attack buff and a 30% speed buff in the beginning of the fight for 15 seconds. At start of wave, raises damage for all enemies by 30%. She is a support tank. Now, I don't know how tanky she's going to be. I think she's going to be reasonably tanky, depending on what her stats are, but I definitely think that her ultimate's going to be you're going to be relying on her ultimate. She's also going to shield the party, which I think is kind of an interesting thing. I don't think there's many tanks that nowadays really shield on a combo skill. I don't think I've seen one that actually like shields on combo skill. It's kind of interesting. Let me see if I can find a tank. Because the combo skill's actually not too bad, but again, in my opinion, she's kind of mediocre for the fact that she's the fact that she's a tank. The reason behind it is because there's not many elves on the current category, and currently one of the best tanks in the game because of her universality. Because of her versatility, is actually Epsilon in my opinion. You can just drop her in most teams because she's based on, I believe, green teams only. Provoke, what's the passive? Awakening, stun. Church silence. No. Yep. It's based on Shadow Guard member. So her stuff is good. I would like to replace her, but the fact that I can't replace her with the bunny suit Yukime has been kind of my downfall for this game. No, because this is not a tank. It's not a tank. This is a DPS, or it's a healer actually. She kind of fell off for me. This green Yukime, because again, Alpha Kama came out with like again stats swinging, stats being kind of crazy. I think this one is probably gonna be the better banner. Let me double check. Awakening Our Shadow, he's still a decent unit, but the fact that he's kind of a double trouble banner is already lending itself to be a better one. Let me actually check the probabilities. It's a 4.5% banner, so it's kind of fine. Say 0.69 banner. What about you? Are you 0.69 banner as well? I believe they are, so... Yep, so this one has a better chance for that. I don't know if they're going to come out with a dual unit for Shadow and Beta soon. That might be a thing. Perhaps. But I think primarily, right now, the issue in the game is that we are missing kind of a very strong green tank, in my opinion. That one, even her. Charm is a good ability from the looks of things, because again, it disables usage of skills and hidden technique, which practically renders you unkillable. But the problem is, you can be unkillable as much as you want, but her team's energy kind of falls kind of low. She's not going to be too bad, but again, I don't think he actually has the limitation of being only on a elf team, which is kind of the good thing. Yeah, let me double check. Yeah, she does not actually have the limitation of this. It just says allies. So that is kind of the best thing she has going for it. I don't think it has to be green allies either. Yeah, of all allies. So you could actually use her on theoretically a different elf team, to be honest with you. I think she'd actually fall under the category similar to where Alpha is looking at. And if you don't know like what Alpha's talking about, I'm talking about yellow white suit. First White Shadow Alpha. I believe her kit works with all allies as well. So she's gonna be a nice addition to that, especially because a lot of characters that aren't reliant on being like a specific kind of variant are pretty good, in my opinion. And although they do have the limitations of just not being green, if there ever comes a time where you need like a non-specific team-based or whenever they have like non-elemental fights, right? Whenever that happens, a lot of our teams kind of fall under the bus. Yeah, no, enough talking. Yeah, I've stalled enough. We're actually going to summon again 30 times on this so we can get the weapon. If we get the weapon or if we get her, I'm probably going to actually go 100 because why not? I'm that guy. But I would like at least her weapon. Just shout her weapon. As again, later down the line, I'm not going to be able to get her weapon. But at least this way, I just don't have to summon as much. Again, we're kind of cooked, because again, it's a 0.69 banner. And this last one. Yep, that's it. We don't really want to go farther than this. I just don't think she's necessarily super crazy, especially for my teams. This feels like a bit of a waste, but we're at least getting her weapon out of the way. So, sadly, we didn't get her. Obviously, I think she's a decently passable unit. Now, again, the problem, in my opinion, with her is that I don't have enough gems for her, so there's no point on me even trying to get her. Even if I can get her cosmetic, I personally don't like the cosmetic that much. It would have been kind of worth it if I'd gotten her, but at the same time, I didn't get her, so there's really no point in me even trying to get her cosmetic. I still have 6 days to kind of think about it, but that's been it for y'all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my suffering and the fact that I didn't actually get her, so that's kind of sad. It is what it is, but I have started doing this, and I have to start doing this because, again, the limitations on banners has been kind of hitting me a bit. And a lot of it got 2,000 left. So that's pretty good. We have 3,000 gems back, so that's fine. But yeah, no, again, I think banners like this come and go. I think she's fine. I do not need a green tank quite yet. I would have loved a decent green tank, but again, she's a Shadowfish. She's gonna come back sooner than later. And again, in my opinion, I really want Epsilon, but I'm not gonna RNG the fuck out of her. I already got a weapon. I think that's fine for me. That's as much as I can do right now, at least. If I had gotten her, I might have actually gone 100 in, but we have Yukime coming up. We have the 3rd anniversary coming up as well. What am I supposed to do, dude? Like, I'm Like, come on, dude. Like, there's so much shit, and then you're dropping this? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, no, hopefully your guys' summon go better than mine. I'm definitely gonna thumbnail it. But yeah, sometimes you miss, sometimes you don't miss. I don't have enough gems for this, so sadly it's a miss this time. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, I got her weapon. That's literally all I needed for her right now. So I don't have to maybe go 200 summons in to get her later on. Just again, sometimes I think it's better to like draw yourself back, because again, in my opinion, going 30 in is fine enough so you can claim some of your guarantees from the summons. Again, I think the pity art is kind of annoying. I was kind of expecting that, but also kind of annoyed if it did come. But again, I don't know what to say. I'm annoyed because I didn't expect her to come. I wanted Yukimi to come out soon, so I might have a higher chance of maybe getting her. But yeah, no, she didn't actually. She'd release a lot earlier than I expected. And again, I didn't actually finish the event until recently, and I saw her banner being released. So yeah, I did the boss hunt. So I believe we're kind of out of time already. So the fact that she's on the boss hunt always should tell you that she's going to come out second, typically. I believe that's been the kind of like the going for it. I believe. Hold on. World Tree. It's not World Tree. It's a story. Apocrypha. Go to chapter. Let's go 2. So I believe she didn't release. I believe she released like next after, but I believe for her. What did we get first? Actually, I believe we got. I don't know if we got Olivia, but I believe we got Alexia first. Let me actually see. Let me actually just pull up on my channel, Demonic. View videos. Actually, should just type in Demon. Yeah, let me go through it. Yeah, I'm trying to see her. I don't know when I got Alexia, dude. I thought I did a let me see, because I might have just done a different summon. October 2nd is when I got her. Beta. October 29th. Yeah, I believe Alexia came first beforehand, and Beta came after. So whenever the pattern has been, whenever we get a new Shadowfest, it's typically been, or not a Shadow. Yeah, whenever we get a Requiem Shadowfest, whoever's in the banner, whoever's in the hunt, is typically the second to come from what I've seen. At least that's what it looks to be the pattern so far. Because I believe Claire. Yeah, I don't know if Seda came out first, but it was Claire after, I believe. Yeah, I like Claire because again she fits into the mono-human team, but again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This was helpful to you. Hopefully this made you laugh a little bit by my. Unironically, I didn't feel anything because it was only 30 summons. I am good. I'm a little annoyed. It is what it is. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a good one, stay solid, and yeah, we talked a little bit about the perks, benefits. She actually does not seem to have the limitation on, again, single, not even actually elemental limitations, which is kind of good. But saying this, I hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Have a good one, stay solid, and let me know what your thoughts are. Did you get her? Did you not? Are you gonna come up for wait for Yukimi instead? But yeah, that's been it for y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye bye. Have a good one.